Star Wars is dead, and the fault lies at the feet of the Sith Lord, Kathleen Kennedy. But who is her Sith apprentice, and why is it Dave Filoni? Let's discuss this. What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're new, hey, grab a seat, stay a while. It's going to get juicy here today. But do me a couple favors first. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Then go next door, ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment. And if you're one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round. I ask that you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment as well. YouTube does love the comments. And of course, share the video out on all the socials. All right, check out that merch store. Again, thanks again for that last campaign. Check out the playlist, just builds up the viewing hours. Check out the community tab so you can see the results of the recent campaign for the Stuttering Foundation. And of course, check out those featured channels. Okay, over the last year, I have been saying very loudly that the upcoming Ahsoka series from Lucasfilm for Disney Plus is the last chance to save Star Wars. The means to finally break away from the disaster and the failure of the divisive sequel trilogy, to right the ship and give fans hope again. And how can I not think that? You've got John and Dave at the helm. They've been pushing against Kathleen Kennedy and her path of destruction. Well, recent decline in storytelling and execution of season 3 of Mandalorian and other visual cues seen in Star Wars shows and in trade media articles have very much shaken my faith. It's becoming more and more obvious. The apprentice to Kathleen Kennedy is still at large and looming within Lucasfilm. Some thought it might have been Carrie Hart. Some others thought, myself included, thought that was Michelle Rejwan. We've all been duped. The true apprentice, working in plain sight, has been none other than Dave Filoni. We're going to take a little trip down memory lane here. In 2018, Disney CEO Bob Iger suggested that Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm work with Jon Favreau, who had an idea for a Star Wars project. Jon Favreau was noticeably a critic of the sequel trilogy. So this was something Kathleen was forced to do. So in 2019, Mandalorian Season 1 is released in November and was a flagship project for the new streaming series, for the new streaming platform, Disney Plus. And it was a resounding success. John and his partner, Dave Filoni, were heralded as potential saviors of Star Wars. In 2020, the hero narrative is further elevated in December with the season 2 finale showing the heroic and triumphant return of Luke Skywalker. Fans were elated. Kathleen Kennedy was irritated. In 2021, almost by accident, it's discovered that Dave Filoni received a promotion to executive producer and executive creative director for Lucasfilm. Dave is now in charge of the overarching story of Star Wars. All Star Wars stories. And make no mistake, the only person who could give Dave this type of promotion is Kathleen Kennedy. 2022, we had the Star Wars issue in Vanity Fair. This came out in the month of May, where KK revealed a bit of a truth bomb. Now, the truth bomb is buried way deep in the article, but the bomb is when Iger suggested Lucasfilm work with Favreau, she stipulated that he had to work with someone of her choice. So she arranged a play date with Favreau and Dave Filoni. Of all the people she could have picked at Lucasfilm, the aforementioned Michelle Rejwan, a member of her story group, Carrie Beck, Pablo Hidalgo, anybody. But she chose Dave for a reason. And then in 2023, this was in a publication that I'm going to leave the link to down below in the description. Dave Filoni talks about meeting with Kathleen Kennedy early on after the acquisition by Disney, talking about how he wanted to get into live action. So she had him go shadow some directors of Star Wars projects. Shadow J.J. Abrams, shadow Gareth Edwards. But Dave, in particular, developed a friendship with a certain director in particular, someone who he considers a friend and still talks to today and says is a brilliant filmmaker. That person is also someone who Kathleen Kennedy was quite fond of. Ruin Johnson. So, this brings us to the current season of Mandalorian. John is the showrunner, yes. But John has a boss now. And that boss is Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni is now in charge. This explains the pushing of Bo-Katan, a Dave Filoni character, to the forefront of the series. Make no mistake, this season is about Bo-Katan. It's not about Din Djarin. It's not about Grogu, who have been the driving force up until this season. This also explains the seed planting of storylines that are going to tie into the sequel trilogy. Dave Filoni is not a friend of the fans. He serves at the behest of his Sith master, Kathleen Kennedy. But hey, these are just my thoughts. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And check me out on Thursday. I'll be over at Roman of the Empire. We are going to be talking about groundbreaking comics. And again, check out Friday for my review of episode 6. God, it's 6 already, of season 3 of Mandalorian. And then Legion Talk, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We will be discussing the week in pop culture. A lot of fallout from the annual shareholders meeting at Disney. Whew, it's getting crazy, folks. But again, thanks for stopping by. And just a reminder, before you head out, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate that. And I will see you very soon. Have a great rest of your week. Always have fun. Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Toodles.